Alrighty, so I haven't talked about this yet because I originally seen it on the JP patch notes, like they released like their own sort of, I guess, notice saying that they were going to be discontinuing, I guess, or just ending the free banner. If you're unaware, there was a Starter Rush draw event where basically any newer accounts or just any account in general, as long as you know you were playing the game, got access to this brand new banner. You got a free copy of either Goddess Elizabeth or the one Escanor at the first pity, which was at 150 if I'm not mistaken. And then there was a second pity where you got a free copy of Zeldris or Festival Gother, which was really good. And then the last one was Merlin and Berserk Meliodas, which the last one wasn't completely free. You did get free tickets on this banner that you could get all the way up to a little bit past, I want to say, the middle pity, which was at 450. But you did have to spend a couple of gems. I want to say it was maybe like 120, 150 gems maybe. To get the last pity on this one, which was okay. It's not like these two characters were like super sought after or anything. Obviously, people like Assault Mode Meliodas, and you know Festival Merlin is good for like Grey Demon. But there's been a lot of talk about it. Obviously, I have Nagato's tweet pulled up right here. I originally seen the JP notice get talked about from Morgogo, who's another content creator, and I was like, okay, that's pretty interesting. And he was sort of speculating at the fact that because this one is ending, it's very likely that we would be getting some sort of new banner to sort of replace it, which I think is very likely. I don't know that it's 100% guaranteed or anything like that by any means. You never know what Netmarble is going to do. So I kind of wanted to make this video to sort of let you guys know that, hey, it is ending. If you're a newer player or you haven't started an account for whatever reason, or then you watch videos on it, I don't know how many people that actually applies to, but if you haven't done anything that you need to do with this banner, go ahead and do that before it's over with. But on the other hand, I don't want to be a pessimist here or whatever, but I don't want people to set themselves up for failure on this one. Like, there's a lot of speculation. He has, it lined out here what he wants to see, which is, they had the first anniversary Goddess Elizabeth character on the original banner, and then he wants to see it get replaced by Purgatory Bond, who was the second anniversary character, which honestly makes sense. If they wanted to copy and paste, sort of do the same formula, but just push everything ahead 1 year, this would be a really good way to sort of, lay things out, give people a really good opportunity to get some really nice units that are helpful for their accounts and everything, which would be honestly super good. I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying that that is not what I want or anything like that, so don't get me wrong. This would be awesome. I would love to see this right side actually come to fruition. Be a really good way to, have players get characters that they don't have access to normally, or, a lot of these really old units don't end up getting put into as many banners. New festival characters come out, and then they kind of just put more of the recent sort of festival characters on those new banners. So, like, it's been ages since we've seen like Lostvayne Meliodas on a banner or anything like that, so it's not like they gave him out for free or anything like that. But some of these older characters don't get put in as many banners nowadays. It's probably going to start getting to the point to where you don't see Purgatory Bond in any banners, which I think might already be the case. I really haven't been paying too close of attention to that, but I would love to have a free copy of Margaret, blah, blah, blah. This one right here would be honestly super nice if they would give every person a copy of Trader Meliodas, because these Light and Dark units are so exclusive. That would be fantastic. I would love to see that, to be honest. But it feels like to me that the community is just ready to hate on anything and everything right now. I genuinely think that the new collab banner that we have out right now is not that bad. It's not, I mean, obviously the banner itself is bad. Like the unfeatured characters, it's bad, real bad. But I don't know, people are like, oh, these new collab units are awful, this whole collab is terrible, this is one of the worst collabs we've ever had. I genuinely don't feel that way. I don't know if it's just people are biased, or maybe I'm biased, but it just doesn't feel that bad. The new characters are actually pretty fun and like interesting to use, which I think is a big point to, new characters and everything. And people are just, I don't know, people just seem to be in this really weird spot where they want to hate on the game, which I guess is understandable. People get sick and tired of the game. It is what it is. But, when all you hear is negativity online and stuff, it becomes like an echo chamber, and all you hear is the negativity. Whereas I I really don't care whether or not you don't like the game right now. It is what it is. Like, if you're not having fun with the game, take a break. Play a different game. I completely understand. I don't play this game 24/7, even though I make content on the game. I play other stuff. If I'm not feeling it, I do my dailies, I log out. I don't touch the game for the rest of the day. It takes like 15, 20 minutes to do your dailies, at most, maybe. So it's really easy to just not have to worry about the game if it's in a weird spot. There's dead weeks, there's dead times. It might not be the most hype thing you've ever seen. Maybe you're not into this collab, understandable, but I don't know. It just seems like the community's really negative right now, and I don't want people to be like, hey, this is what the community's expecting. Everybody wants to have, this right side over here be exactly what happens. If they don't meet our standards when it comes to this, they're getting rid of a free banner. If they don't make this banner, what ends up coming out, then we're all gonna, scream and cry and riot in the streets and everything, which I know is what's going to happen. The community is just very vocal lately about, negativity and stuff, and I just don't want you guys to be sort of caught up in it, because honestly, it's just kind of inevitable. Take it with a grain of salt. This is just what Nagato, put together through, what he wants to see come out. And obviously it's a really good idea. It really is. And I don't think that they would really be hurting on anything by doing this stuff. But obviously they're a business. They have some sort of grand plan already sort of put together. I'm sure they already know what they're doing for the free banner. So the odds are that it's going to line up with this are very, very abysmal. Like the odds are tiny that it would actually line up like this. So, I do hope that we get a free banner. We normally only get free banners now for like the bigger anniversaries and stuff like that, which is pretty unfortunate. It used to be we got a free banner for every single festival that came out, which was super cool. They'd give us a free new unit, and it was just a really fun time to grab that unit and sort of see how they end up sort of incorporating their kit into helping out the new festival unit or whatever. But they don't really do that anymore. So obviously people have high expectations for festival banners, especially the free ones that come with these big festivals. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I highly doubt that it's going to be exactly like we see it on this right side here, which is obviously just a prediction. I'm not saying, that this is what it's supposed to be or anything like that. But keep your expectations low, so that way if it is really good, then you're really happy about it. Don't go into it expecting that, like, if it's not this, I'm pissed off. That's just my mentality with the whole thing. I don't really see the point in getting upset at a game most of the time. Obviously, there's things that are upsetting and, frustrating about it. And you don't want to see a game do bad stuff and make bad decisions and then the player base dies off and everything and your game's dead. Obviously, that would be, really bad. But, I don't know. It is what it is at the end of the day. Take what you get, I guess. I'm not saying that, you can't be upset about it, but, choose your battles. It's not a hill worth dying on, in my opinion, but hey, I might just be sort of a pacifist on this one, so who knows. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Obviously, this banner is leaving, so make sure that you do whatever you need to do on it. Hopefully we do get a cool free banner. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we end up getting for the 4th anniversary, because it is a really big time for the game. Honestly, I think a lot of people didn't really think that the game was going to make it to a 4th anniversary, so I'm super looking forward to getting a new, really cool, festival character, and hopefully a cool free banner to go along with it, and some cool new events, because I know people are kind of burnt out on the events that we keep getting, so hopefully it's something new, something interesting, but I don't know. I'm just going to take what we get. So, me, I'll just be happy with whatever. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. So, yeah, if you're new to the channel or anything, resonate with the message that I've given you here, I guess, feel free to subscribe. Love to have positive people in the community, sort of, chill out with each other and everything. So, yeah, either way, I'll see you guys later.